Hello everyone, this is Ankur Dubey. In this video, I'm going to talk about the fact that when the Russia and Ukraine war started 3 years before, so we all were just thinking that it is going to be finished in a week time, but it didn't happen. We were when that war was started, everybody was just taking it lightly that this is something which has started, but this will not be lasting long. But this has lasted more than 3 years, and now it is becoming very serious topic, very a topic which is giving tension to the whole world. So now going forward, because in the US the election happened and the Donald Trump has been elected, and now he's the president of the United States. And before he joined the office, so many times he has claimed that once he'll be in office, he will make the war to end in just one day. But that didn't happen. It's been a week, that it's been around a 2 week, this is not happening. So now a question to the Trump, now a question to the president of the USA, that how he is going to deal with this particular situation, because this is something which needs to end. Because what is happening, that because of this particular war, everybody is in tension. The trade between the countries are hampered, the relationship between the countries are hampered. Bilateral talks are hampered. The countries are not are not in a positions to talk wisely to the other country. So this is a lot of things happening because of this particular war. So this is the right time, if Donald Trump's go ahead and try to finish this war. So how this can be possible? As he has already told that he will take initiatives, and also the statement came from the Russia that Russia is also ready to negotiate. But the question is it really possible for the USA? Is it really possible for the USA to make something out of it? Is it really possible for the USA to deal it, to crack it? Because there's something which Ukraine wants, there's something which Russia wants. Is it possible to make a deal that both Russia and Ukraine are happy and they are ready to negotiate, which can result into end of war? So this is definitely a remarkable thing. That this is something which needs to be seriously talked about. And if I talk about the conditions, if I talk about the fact that or basis on basis what the Ukraine or the Russia would like to end this, because what Russia wants, if we talk about the fact that what Russia wants Ukraine's not to join NATO first of all. So is it possible for the USA to ask Ukraine not to join NATO? I think it is possible. It is possible. So in that case, what the Ukraine will want? Ukraine will need security. Ukraine will need a security from the NATO country, from the USA, that if I do not join the NATO, will I get I mean, security? Will I get whether the Ukraine will be assured that in case the Russia starts war again in the Ukraine, in that case the USA or the NATO country will give support to the Ukraine. So I think it has to be a talk between USA, it has to be talk between Russia, it has to be talk between Ukraine. So all three of them, or maybe some members from the NATO, needs to come on the table and talk about it. I don't know how practically it is possible, but this is something which needs to be talked about. Russia, what Russia will look into this? If the Donald Trump wants to end it, then what Russia would like to have? Because Russia also wants some kind of some kind of assurance that basically the Ukraine will not again try to join NATO, because this is the problem that Russia is having. Russia doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO, because what will happen in that case, NATO country will have some kind of edge over Russia, and they will come near to Russia. because Ukraine, in case Ukraine joins NATO, the NATO will become the member of the Ukraine will become the member of the NATO. In this case, the NATO country will have some kind of privilege to come near to the Russia, which Russia doesn't like. Russia will not like Ukraine to join NATO. Reason being, Russia wants Russia wants all the neighboring country to the Russia needs to be in support of the Russia. It shouldn't be in support. The countries shouldn't be in the support of the policy of the Western countries, those who are member of the NATO. So it may be possible if like all the members, or like all the I mean USA or Russia or Ukraine's are ready to stop this war, but definitely it is the challenging because everybody have their own set of conditions. If these conditions met, only that this will be a possible for the USA to stop it. And USA marking this a statement that this will be a possible in a day. This is not going to be this is not going to be possible in a day. USA will have to deal it aggressively. If USA wants to end it, the Trump will have to deal that aggressively. Only then it can end. Otherwise, this will be this will be lasting as it is. Like it's been 3 years. The war is like happening, and we will be just counting the numbers. The 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, because Russia is not going to stop it till the time Russia is sure about it that the Ukraine is not going to join NATO. You know, so it is the matter of sovereignty of the Russia. Russia is not going to accept this easily till the time it is 100% backed by the USA that the Ukraine is not going to initiate all those things again. So the statement is very much accepted. The statement is the statement from the Russia is very good move to go ahead with this proposal of the Donald Trump. So I think this is the time for the Trump. This is the time for the USA to intervene into this particular, this particular issue, which is global issue now. Everybody is facing, the consequences of this long-lasting, war. And if I talk about the economy, you know, no, I'm not talking about economy of the Ukraine or Russia. Economy of the world, the business of the world, it is being hampered. It is hampered drastically because of this particular war. So this is the time for everyone who can do something to stop this war. Because what will happen? Because after this war, what is happening? Some kind of changes are happening, in terms of relationship between the countries. So even before this war, the things were happening. The business was doing the business was happening. And there has to be a bilateral talks between the countries. So even if the old things will come into picture again by ending this war, so I think this will be a good move. And after this war, no, neither Russia nor Ukraine is getting anything. They are simply burning their money. They are simply, burning their economy. They're not moving ahead. The Russia is full of oil. Russia is still able to survive. But what about Ukraine? Ukraine doesn't have anything. So Ukraine is totally dependent on the support from the Western country. The moment they'll stop it, the moment the Western country will stop it, the Ukraine will not be in a position to survive. So for the Ukraine, it is very important to think about the proposal from the Donald Trump, to think about the proposal from the Russia, that if it is possible for the Ukraine, then sit on the table and talk. Because saving the economy is very important as compared to joining the NATO for the time being. Because it's been 3 years, Ukraine is suffering. The economy is drastically, hit, and everything is being challenged in Ukraine. If we talk about the health of the people, if we talk about the goodwill of the Ukraine, everything is drastically, hampered. So this is the time for the Ukraine to take the USA proposal seriously and work around that. And the Western country would like to have Ukraine to join, the NATO. Reason being, they will come near to the Russia. Who will have the benefit? The Western country. Ukraine will not have. For the Ukraine, what is important? For the Ukraine, it is important to have a better economy, a good system back in the economy again, back in the country again. So it will be possible when they will stop it, because if they will be continuing to fight this war, this is something which can go to any level, and you know a day will come, a time will come when it will be too late for the Ukraine. It will be too late, because if Russia can give a statement that the Russia is able, Russia wants to do negotiations. Russia wants to talk about it. What the Ukraine wants to talk? Is Ukraine ready to accept or talk to the Russians people to sit down? If the Ukraine is ready to sit on the table and talk to Russia, then what Russia wants, it will be in a favor of Ukraine. If something cracks in between, or with the help of the USA or anybody else, then it will be in the favor of Ukraine, because after finishing this war, Ukraine will be in a position to stabilize the economy, to stabilize the country. The people are struggling there. The market is down. There is no job. The people are struggling for the basic necessity. So it is the good time for the Ukraine, because there is a change in the government in the USA, and the new government, the Trump's government, is ready to support the Ukraine to end the war, and this is the real time, the good time for the Ukraine to stop this war.